Are you disappointed in the way that your lawn looks? Maybe does it have bare spots, or has the weeds completely just taken it over? Well, if some of those you answered those questions yes to, we have a bunch of information for you guys here at the Warren County Extension Office to help you enjoy and improve your lawn's appearance. And fall is the absolute best time to perform a lot of lawn practices to improve the appearance of your home lawn. The first thing that we want to talk about today on Country Cottage is soil testing. Soil testing is a service that we offer, and it's a great source for you guys to understand what pH that you need to be at in order to have a lush looking lawn, and also what nutrients need to apply to reach that optimal plant growth. So it's really easy to take a soil test on your own. You can use a soil probe such as this one here that we have. It'll give you a perfect core sample each time based on the bottom here, or if you don't have a soil probe handy, you can also certainly use a garden shovel or a trowel. It's really important when you're taking your soil samples that you want to scatter to different locations in your home lawn, so that way we get a full representation of that area and what the needs need to be accomplished. Sometimes homeowners want to sample their front yards separately from their backyards just simply because there's different needs. Maybe the front yard has more sunlight and then the backyard has more tree cover, so you don't have as much sunlight. You can certainly sample those in two separate ways. When you're sampling, you want to sample about 2 to 4 inches down in your lawn grass. Generally, the root system is going to be a little shallow rooted in comparison to home vegetables. So you want to keep in that 2 to 4 inch depth, and make sure when you're collecting those core samples that you scatter to different locations in the front or backyards. And each time you collect the sample, make sure to take off the top growth where you might have some turf grass, and then put it in a clean bucket and mix all the core samples together. We generally need about a cup to a pint in order to have it sent off. And when you come into the extension office, we can give you a bag here that will put your soil sample in and make sure your name and it's properly labeled, and just get some basic information on our yellow sheet here if you're a homeowner. So it's really easy and simple to take a soil test, and we would want to encourage you to do that now so you can get those recommendations back, so that way you can purchase based on lime and fertilizer needs such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So make sure you do that. And again, the best time to fertilize is in the fall of the year, all the way from September even into the first part of November, based on the maintenance level that you would like to achieve for your home lawn. Now, for those bare spots in your lawn, it's really a simple practice. It's called overseeding those areas. Say if you still have some lawn grass that you really like and you've just got some bare spots, you can choose or look towards overseeding. Overseeding can be achieved for the month of September, and it's really easy to perform those practices. You want to make sure you have the right seed or grass seed available. Generally for here in Kentucky, we're known as the bluegrass state, but turf type tall fescue is the absolute best grass species that we have that generally does better. It holds up maintenance wise, and it has a darker green color based on what variety you purchase. So if you would like to achieve our varieties that are good for turf type tall fescue based on our research recommendations, stop by and pick that up here at our extension office. Once you get that purchased and ordered from probably another lawn or landscape company that can order that seed for you, then you can look at performing the actual practice. It may take a couple of weeks, so you might want to do that a couple of weeks in advance to achieve that desirable species. We've got some grass species here. You can see it's dyed green just for seeing the actual color as it's being applied over the soil. And if you have a soil, again, you want to rough up the first couple of inches of ground so that way that you can provide good seed to soil contact. And whenever you go in to seed the area, you can look at renting a rotary spreader or a slit seeder, or if you have a total area that's not very good with a desirable species that you're wanting to achieve, you can look at renting a dethatcher type of equipment. But it's really important when you're doing those types of machinery that you go east to west in orientation, and again, you want to slow down as you are sowing that over that area where you've got good seed to soil contact. And then whenever you're done, you're going to come back and go north to south orientation. It's always good if you're using turf type tall fescue to generally sow about 6 pounds pure live seed for 1,000 square feet. And if you're doing it this way that we just described, it's good to divide that in half, go the east to west orientation, and then do the other half north to south. So after you do this, you would want to make sure that you water it in really good, or let Mother Nature do that itself, and then maybe even put over a mulch layer, so that way that you've got a nice layer of clean straw to help with the humidity, to make sure you've got good germination of your seed. Now, if you're looking at maybe renovating your lawn, maybe it's not, maybe it only has 50% of the desirable species that you're looking at, or the weeds are just absolutely taking over that area, you might want to look to lawn renovation practices. And so all of these basic principles, such as soil testing, picking out the right grass species, overseeding your lawn, or maybe even just lawn renovation practices, we have all that information available to you guys in a publication format. You can stop by and see us here at our location at 3132 Nashville Road to pick up that publication, or if you want to give us a call, you can call us at the Warren County Extension Office, and we can walk you through all the proper steps in getting that lush looking lawn for the spring season. So if you have any questions, make sure to give us a call.